Okay, welcome to What If Personas Were My Academia, part 13.5. For the point 5, I mean there's an extra part of the 13 that I don't know if I wouldn't get added 14, but I decided to make it a sort of continuation of part 2, in a way. In, in my continuation, I mean we're switching to another point of view. Now, happens a little bit after the fight with All For One, and we're switching to the villain's point of view. Shigaraki and everyone else seeing this, Shigaraki's like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Those stupid brats all my endeavor. I hate them all. Kuryu saying, calm down, Tomura Shigaraki. No, 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 Kuryu. Those stupid brats with their stupid power and my master. If only I had power to destroy them all. And then, I know it seems kind of fun, but then a few shadows appear, engulfing Shigaraki. Everyone, Kuruguri, seeing this, he does know about the shadow position. He's kind of panicked. It's like, Tom Shigaraki, and the rest trying to get the shadows off it and failing miserably, and then getting knocked back by the by the shadows. And after a few minutes, Shigaraki gets enveloped by shadows completely fine. If you're wondering how this happened, let's switch to inside Shigaraki's mind during the whole shadow thing. Shigaraki wakes up in his mind saying, Where am I? Ah, you're awake. Unfortunate, but I'll have to work with it. Who are you? I am the shadow. I am a shadow. Sort of true self, a sort of true self in a way, but I always say that to fool people. That's sort of the shadows I'm dealing with. They pretty much just fool people with that. But eh, what are you doing in my head? Oh, Tomoshigaraki, your anger and despair have consumed you, and now you belong to us. Just a bunch of figures appear on Shigaraki. There are other shadows that were trying to take over Shigaraki, and Shigaraki seeing this, he's just like, "What? You are trying to take over me?" Indeed, and you were weak enough for us to take over. Just as the shadows were about the, just as the shadows turn around, he hears something from Shigaraki. What's so funny? Just the fact that you think you you're the boss. The shadow was about to respond to when Shigaraki just grabs the shadow, and the shadow like, wait, how are you? Listen here, you stupid thing, you stupid black, the stupid blob. I, I don't think you know who you're messing with. I am Tomer Shigaraki, the leader of the League of Villains. And if you think you take over me, you are sorely mistaken. Just as Shigaraki puts his fifth finger on the shadow and it disintegrates, and Rishard's like, wait, what? How is he? Listen here, I am not something you take control over. I am the one who controls people. I'm the one who controls you. My master had control over you. Sorry, having a comment there. But I think I see something bigger for this. The shadows are just in fear of Shigaraki. Just, and one of the shadows just saying, What do you mean? You're afraid, aren't you? Good. Then you'll listen to what I have to say, and a deal we can make. Megan, I have questions for you. What the hell are you? And what is that power those kids showed? The show proceeds to explain what they are and what personas are and the strength they have. And she reckons, interesting. Well, how about we make a deal? Shadow perks up saying, deal? What kind of deal? A deal that can benefit both of us, in a way, removing one of your weaknesses. All the shadows just are intrigued by that and wonder what he's talking about. I offer you a chance to get a one up on these persona users. And that's an advantage for both of us. I think I think I know a way we can both be stronger by this. What's the idea? You become our sort of personas, as you talk about, as you say, as what they're called. All the shadows are just, what? What are you talking? How dare you? Listen before you argue. My idea is that you will become our sort of personas in a way, a shadow persona, if you will. And there's one other advantage that will come from this. You can still envelop us, but not fully take over us, and you will become a sort of boost to our strength. Completely eliminate the weakness of control over ourselves and allowing a more strategic mindset to come in. And this would allow you to be stronger in terms of control and strength overall, because that was your biggest weakness. Persona users, as you say, have more control, but less strength, so they were able to get one of you in mindset. However, with this, we will both be, it will offer more control and strength at the same time. What do you think of that? When all the show about that arguable, and then someone's saying, I can't admit this still could work. One of the other what are you talking? That the shadow saying that could work just completely swipes through that shadow and saying, listen here, I do admit that this man has an interesting proposition. And I can say it would be advantageous for both parties. And I say I'm in. Who else want? Anybody else? If you don't join, I'll have to kill you. All the shadows just joining because they don't want to die. I want to make a shadow like more talkative and also seem more strategic in a way, but it's like the shadows are like mindless in a way. It's just like the pure emotion gain the bear the shadows, so they kind of go rampage. So it's like they aren't completely mindless at all. But anyway, well then, it seems like we do have a deal. Now, I tell you to envelop me, except one of you. And now we switch back to the current moment in time. Just as our shadow enveloped him, Shigaraki gets surrounded by a red aura and says, "Come to me, Shadow Loki." It just as the form of Loki appears in a shadow form. I don't know if Loki's just a shadow persona in general or it's Shadow Loki. Just if you want me to just say Loki, then fine. I'm just saying Loki because fuck it. It does seem like a pretty good persona for Shigaraki in a way. And I wanna know what type of shadow personas would the rest of the team have? Would the rest of the villains have? Like Toga,
twice, Dabi, and all that. And and then and then Kurogiri says, "Master, what happened?"
Ah, Kurogiri, seems like my master didn't anticipate the whole picture of this, the possibilities with these shadows.
What have you done?
Oh, well, I just made a good deal with them. They will become our sort of, they'll become a sort of power that those other kids have for us, and we'll have a more advantage for.
Just as Loki envelops Shigaraki, and Shigaraki comes out with the shadow aura around him, but still, but then says,
They will become our sort of boost in potential.
and Shigaraki's still in control of himself. He honestly, it makes Shigaraki more threatening than anything here, and
And now we have a new thing of Shadow Boost.
basically Shigaraki can hold this form for a little bit, but it's a huge stamina drain away. So he can only hold this form. He only decides to use this form whenever he really needs to. And oh god, this honestly does make Shigaraki much more threatening than canon, considering his overall strength and stuff are boosted from this, and also the shadow personas are really huge for him. And again, I want you guys to tell me what shadow personas the others should have. Um, I don't think I should give Kurogiri one because I don't really see him needing it that much, but maybe who knows. And now the shadow personas have been introduced, and we have the first shadow persona, Loki, and that's honestly what I wanted to bring up for this half part, just to explain now shadow personas, because I was thinking about bringing them in later, so now they are just explained of how they can be before I introduce them in the later part and just have everyone confused about how this happened. So I just wanted to introduce this, and let's just say this does affect some things in the manga that happen. But I'm not going to go into it too much. and and the reason why Shigaraki would come up with it is because I feel like it's a new sort of generation, brand new ideas. And let me explain with All For One here. All For One saw Shadow with All For One's mindset of a shadow of quirks being just upping his strength more. He saw shadows as sort of more. He preferred shadows being possessing people because they were more mindless slaves in what he thought, namely possessing Nomus. So it was less chance of someone swaying from the loyalty to him. So in other words, and also he used shadow just to boost our strength. He didn't really think of like making him a sort of persona thing because one, he really didn't know about personas until later, until it actually happened, but until whatever. But and and that's sort of it. But if you want, I can explain more in the comments. If you want, I could try to explain it more. But that's the basics of the explanation. Uh, if you want to explain more, then go ahead. I will in the comments if you want. But also I don't know if anybody saw this comment, but if anybody wants Deku's hero costume change a bit, then then I can. Then I'm not saying it'll happen, but please tell me what the hero costume would look like, and I'll see if I decide to do it. Um, but other than this, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off for this half part, and I'll see you all in the next part where we cover the hero's point of view and going back into training stuff. So I'll see you all next part, in part 14. So bye. Oh, I forgot to mention again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next part. Bye.